How's it going? I'm Bobby Pasquale. Today I'm here to inform you about performance-enhancing drugs and the positive and negative effects on athletes. I know many of you in here are athletes and, in some people's eyes, elite athletes. And I want to ask you the question of, if somebody offered you the opportunity to take a supplement that would give you a cutting edge over competition in many different leagues and conferences and divisions, would it cross your mind to take it? When people think of performance-enhancing drugs, they think immediately steroids. Guy walking down, all buffed up and whatnot, throwing around some crazy weights, and that's not exactly true. Most of performance-enhancing drugs have to do with internal altercations, and it starts with chemicals inside your body. As soon as you take a performance-enhancing drug, it increases your body's oxygen carrying level, which allows your muscles recovery time to decrease, which allows you to, do physical activity more and more often. And when you are lifting, you're breaking muscle fibers down in each one of your muscles. And in an average person, when your muscles break down, here are your muscles before your static activity. It breaks down to here and mends back to here, and it keeps going slower and slower until it builds out. But when you take a performance-enhancing drug, it mends back a little bit wider, so that's why you see guys with biceps that are this big and all that crazy nonsense. As shown by Ashwin, he wrote an article called Science of Doping. He actually said that it can produce muscle endurance by 15%, which I'm not sure how many of you are educated on body performance, but 15% is a very hefty jump. Taking a look at how it affects your actual muscles themselves, it increases your testosterone level. As stated by the Mitchell Report, which is a report written by George J. Mitchell to the MLB, reporting on MLB athletes and their substance abuse. Your body produces enough testosterone as long as you don't have a body altercation, such as an inefficiency to produce testosterone. And when you're adding these excess testosterone to your body from performance-enhancing drugs, it inhibits your body to create the proper amount of protein and testosterone that your body produces, and it eventually shuts your body's production of testosterone and enzymes down. As stated by Murray, he wrote an article called Doping: The Science of Challenges for Medicine, the Science and Ethics. It allows your muscles can soak up more protein, which allows your fatigue to go down, and it can raise your repetition on, let's say you're doing a bench press and you're rocking it out, and an average person can only do 100 pounds 10 times, and then you start taking a performance-enhancing supplement, and you can rep it out 20, 25 times. When you're repping out something that large for that many times, you inevitably raise your weight, creating more body mass. As stated also by the Mitchell Report, there are pretty noticeable side effects to the body, to the eye. Some of these are acne on the face and back, a forward body build from because the excess force on your shoulders and chest, hair growth, or it could stunt hair growth and cause balding. It also causes a deepening in the voice, and it gives you a sex drive. You want to have sex more. That's pretty much what that is. So, according to Aaron Cross in Performance-Enhancing Drugs, his graduate essay at the University of Columbia, he linked not only physical behaviors, but he linked mind and behavioral altering problems. He linked it to mania, hypomania, and depression, which are severe mental disorders, and people commit suicide over such things. According to Aaron Cross, it can also cause paranoia, always thinking people are watching you, and you need to feel that you need to be at the top. You need to be the best of the best, at the top tier of athlete, top tier in lifting. According to Ashwin in the Science of Doping, he also states that a very common mental side effect from performance-enhancing drugs is quote-unquote roid rage. And this is random aggression over very simple matters. And here's the video. Those of you who don't know much about the lifting world, he's at a gym called Planet Fitness, and they're kind of like a family-oriented gym. They discourage throwing of weights, yelling, anything pretty much that a meathead would do in a gym. And she's telling him to just be quiet because he just threw his weights down. He was flipping them off. I hear somebody saying, "Oh my God," but it's actually not it's a lot more common than you think in performance-enhancing drug users. Actually, a very recent cases, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Olympics, but Oscar Pistorius, the guy, the paraplegic, and he was a Olympic athlete, and he was just accused of murdering his girlfriend. And for his defense, he ran out of options for his defense, so he said that performance-enhancing drugs caused his mind to alter. He's going for, not jail, he's going for a mental ward as a little softer of a consequence. Along with these mental and physical problems that can be caused in your body from performance-enhancing drugs come in hand with very serious repercussions on your body. One being cardiovascular. It increases your chance of heart attack, according to the Mitchell report. It increases your cholesterol. A very overlooked problem is your liver. If your liver or kidneys begin to shut down, it can cause death. When you're taking performance-enhancing drugs and you're not hydrating properly, your body's ability to flush the bad stuff through your liver and kidneys begins to block up, and it creates tumors and cysts in your body. Actually, a study done by Ashwin in his article, The Science of Doping, he states that a male suspect that testee that he had, he only gave him a minor amount of testosterone boosters, and he completely cut his hydration capabilities, and he died 2.5 months in because of hydration. According to Murray and Doping and Sports Challenges in Medicine and the Science of Ethics, he also states that it can really affect your reproductive system and your musculoskeletal systems. For males, it can decrease your testicle size. And for men and women, it decreases fertilization. According to Aaron Cross, the performance-enhancing drugs in sports, when you take performance-enhancing drugs, it moves your body's growth up, and it can begin to break your growth plates down to the point where they don't want to grow anymore. So let's say you're going to grow to 6'2", and you're taking performance-enhancing drugs at 16 years old, and you're only hit 5'10", you aren't probably going to make it to 6'2". So in conclusion, there are many positive and negative effects of performance-enhancing drugs, and going back to my question, there are athletes in here. Think twice.